So after a 3-week wait, Leicester City are back home on Filbert Way. The Foxes face Bristol City this afternoon, chasing a 7th league win of the new campaign already. A chill in the air on this Saturday afternoon. Autumn just around the corner. But it's been such a bright start to life in the Championship. And Enzo Maresca hoping to mastermind yet another victory against a great name, Nigel Pearson, who has just made his way to the Bristol City bench. He is on crutches at the moment, but after everything he did here, he will get a wonderful reception when his name is read out very shortly. Team news: 5 changes for Leicester from the team that started at Norwich, including a full debut for Abdul Fatawu after 3 sub-appearances. Ricardo returns in defence. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall and Wilfred Ndidi are back in midfield. And Jamie Vardy leads the line. All 5 of the players who dropped out of the starting team from Norwich are on the bench. Chowdhury, Yunus, Casadei, Iheanacho and McAteer. Referee today is James Bell, his first ever Leicester City game, as the 2 sets of players just go through their final preparation. Bristol City make 1 change in the team that beat Plymouth in midweek. Experienced defender Rob Dickey replaces Zach Viner, who's not involved at all. Sam Bell has been banging form for them, and they're captained by Matty James, who, along with Nigel Pearson, won promotion here from the Championship and was part of the Great Escape team. He was part of the squad that won the Premier League, but of course was injured that season and was unable to play a minute. 3 returning heroes in the Bristol City ranks, but it's all about Leicester today. Jamie Vardy is captain. He stands there next to a long-time teammate and great friend in Matty James. And Jerry, we don't always concentrate on the opposition, but Pearson, James and King, you can't really underestimate what those 3 did for Leicester City Football Club.
They deserve, almost a standard ovation, you'd have to say, the 3 of them, from the Leicester City fans. They were integral to that success back, in the mid part of the last century, the last decade, should I say. Massive contributions from all 3 players. From both players and obviously the manager.
Pre-match show, pre-match entertainment done. Nigel Pearson sits down in a place that he will forever be remembered and called home for so long. But it's Enzo Maresca in charge now. And Leicester are eyeing up another 3 Championship points. The referee, James Bell, is about to blow his whistle, and we're underway. Jason Knight rolls it back to Matty James, the former Fox. Bristol City in the red shirts, white shorts and red socks. Leicester all in blue. But Dewsbury-Hall gets ready to swing this in. It will be an outswinger off of his left boot. Here comes Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, and it's on the volley. Doyle swung a leg at it, comes back to the edge of the box, and what a strike that was from Fatawu. On the volley, whistles past the left-hand post, not by much, but he almost had his first Leicester goal, the 19-year-old.
Yeah, good ball in, you have to say, initially from Dewsbury-Hall. No clear winner on the first contact, but Fast does well. He just gets his body in the way and just cushions it back.
I think City, you'd say, after 20 minutes will be pretty happy with the way their game plan.
Yeah, I think in the final third, for me, they've just got to do things a little bit quicker. I mean, again, initially when they get into the final third, they've probably got time and space on the ball, but then they're looking up and trying to look for a blue shirt. Go direct, be positive.
Jeez, that's a lovely ball from Ndidi here. Leicester are in, and with Fatawu's cross doesn't reach Vardy somehow. It's a brilliant piece of defending at the near post from Cal Naismith. It's Ndidi's defence-splitting pass to Fatawu, and that was an opportunity for Leicester. Had he picked out Vardy, it would have been 1-0.
Yeah, he's tried to pick Vardy out, so he's done exactly the right thing there. Great ball from Ndidi inside the full-back.
Flag has stayed down here. I think Vardy might have been offside, but here is Mavididi on the ball, in line with the penalty spot. Shifts it to Dewsbury-Hall, who crosses in, and again, Vardy hadn't made the run, and Dewsbury Hall couldn't pick him out, and it's still 0-0.
Yeah, that's twice now. There's been 2 crosses put in from that side, and Vardy's not made that trademark run.
Winks, lovely crossfield pass to Abdul Fatawi. Fatawi onto the left foot, goes for goal! Brilliant strike, saved by Max O'Leary. My word, that packed a punch. And Winks has picked it up. Abdul Fatawi with 2 shots today. And his 2 efforts are the closest that Leicester have come. That would have been a real scorcher had it found its way into the back of the net.
Yeah, well, we've seen that on his debut, didn't we, when he came on as a sub against Hull. Cuts inside. This time he fires one at O'Leary's goal.
We've got 45 seconds of the first half left, and there's been almost no stoppages, actually. That's a good-looking ball to Joe Williams, though, who's in space. Oh. Williams across the face of goal, and Leicester somehow have survived initially, but it's back with Bell here. Last-ditch defending. Well, Vestergaard was on the floor there. Now the shot comes in again, and he clears it. How do they survive that? Still Bristol City. They've barely had a look in going forward, but they're finishing the half well. The poke back to Matty James wasn't successful there, and Leicester can breathe a little. Like to see that again, because you worried for handball and you worried for a Bristol City opener, but here goes Mavididi. Lovely ball up over halfway to Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Bristol City have plenty of men committed forward, and Dewsbury Hall can't find Vardy, who wants handball. As we go into 1 additional minute, the ball is back with Max O'Leary, and again there, it's lacked a little bit of zip in the final third.
Absolutely. You know, again, great play from Leicester to regain possession of the ball and get away down this left-hand side, but he's only got one option.
With Fatawi, Mavididi either side of Vardy. Here is Wout Faes up over halfway to Fatawi. He was fouled there by Nahki Wells. He must be pretty close to a yellow card, actually. He's had a couple of nibbles at Faes, and Leicester will have a free kick midway inside the Bristol City half, who have O'Leary in goal, Tanner, Naismith, Dickey and Pring, the back 4. Matty James, the former Leicester player, as captain alongside Williams in midfield. As Ndidi with a brilliant ball in, flicked on by Vardy, back to Dewsbury Hall, and his shot is deflected over the bar for a corner. That was a chance inside 60 seconds of the second half. Excellent ball in from Ndidi. Vardy, whether he was flicking it or going for goal, I'm not sure, but that was an opening. Not before Leicester have another spell of possession. Vestergaard with the little reverse pass to Winks, and now it's with Justin back to Harry Winks. Short now to Ricardo, and the sunshine in central midfield. Faes fires it out to this right hand side, and Fatawi, and now Wilfred Ndidi, little back heel. These two have combined nicely today on the right, and Fatawi again too good for his man. That's a good ball in, it's a free header, it's a wonderful save, and then Mavididi's follow-up, did that hit the arm? Well, Dewsbury Hall looked like he scored. Here's Justin, back to Mavididi. Leicester with a golden chance to go 1-0 up, all thanks to the brilliance of Abdul Fatawi on the right wing.
Yeah, the textbook header again from Dewsbury Hall. We've seen it against Coventry in the opening day of the season when it went straight into the back of the net, but this time O'Leary was equal to it. It was edging towards that left-hand corner of the goal as we look at it. Lovely ball, as you say, swung in. Little loopy cross from Fatawi. Finds the free head of Dewsbury Hall. He heads it down into the ground, but O'Leary, you've got to give him credit there. He was equal to it.
Long ball from Justin under pressure. Headed on by Wilfred Ndidi, didn't reach Vardy. It's going to be a triple Bristol City change in a moment, but not yet Andy King. Here is Dewsbury Hall into Ndidi. He leaves it. Fatawi will pick it up. Right-hand side of the penalty area. 3 to aim for. Clipped cross towards Vardy. Comes to Mavididi. Another fine save from O'Leary, who flew out at him and saved it, I think, with his left foot. Mavididi looks to the sky. He can't believe it's not 1-0.
Again, keeper comes out, makes himself big. When it drops to Mavididi, we've just seen a replay and had a great save from O'Leary. So he has to give that free kick away.
Now this ball has come through to Nahki Wells. Rare attack here. They might be in Bristol City. The shot is blocked. He was one of the substitutes who had it. Yeboah. They're crossing again now, and Hermansen with the catch at his near post. But that easily Bristol City's clearest sight of the Leicester goal. And in the end, it was good defending.
Just clever here, Wells. Again, if anything, you know, Yeboah just gets a little bit too far in front of the ball. There's only one player making a run in the box. They're all stood there waiting for the ball to come in, when really you want them to make runs from the edge of the box.
Indeed, he's done just that. Onto his left foot, back onto his right, penalty kick. Ricardo with a lovely ball, and the fleet-footed Wilfred Ndidi's at it again. Not to score on this occasion, but he was too good for his defender. And Leicester have a penalty kick after 66 minutes at King Power Stadium.
Yeah, it's a lovely little slide route pass from Ricardo to find Ndidi.
You know who is taking it. Hasn't scored a home goal in the Championship for more than a decade, Jamie Vardy. Can he beat Max O'Leary, who's had a very good game? Scored at Southampton in the away win. Bristol City's stoic defence split open there. Can Leicester take their chance? Here goes Jamie Vardy, a couple of steps, and he scores! What a penalty! High into the roof of the net. His first home goal of the season. Deadlock broken. He runs over to celebrate in front of the Bristol City supporters. King Power Stadium loves that. It's Leicester 1, Bristol City 0.
Well, just listen to that. Bristol City fans giving Jamie Vardy a little bit of stick, it's fair to say. And he answers that with probably the best penalty he's ever scored in his life. I mean, that is right in to the right-hand roof of the net. Just playing the ball straight into the path of the Bristol City, but there he makes up for it.
What a touch from a long ball, and he's tried to slip in. Vardy almost ran out of puff, but McAteer's won it back brilliantly. Casey McAteer on the edge of the box, shifts it to Mavididi. Mavididi back towards McAteer. It hits him. It hits a Bristol City player, and it goes wide. Well, that sums up, I think, Casey McAteer. Leicester looked like they'd given it away, but he pounced. He was the first to react, and it almost led to something. Bristol City with a chance to equalise. Gardner Hickman is going to take this free kick. They have barely threatened Mads Hermansson's goal. He's put up a six-man Leicester wall. Cal Naismith is there as well, but it looks like it's going to be Gardner Hickman here with almost the last kick of the game. It's through the wall. Hermansson, safe hands, big save, bounced in front of him. He holds on to it, and that might just be enough to secure 3 more Championship points.
Yeah, as you said, difficult one for the keeper to grab cleanly. 2 Bristol City players burning down on him, but it's a clean pair of hands.
And there's the full-time whistle. 3 wins in a row, 7 victories to start the season in brilliant fashion. Enzo Maresca celebrates that one, and well he might. Jamie Vardy's penalty the difference after Wilfred Ndidi showed real poise inside the penalty area. It's all smiles at King Power Stadium. Full-time score. Nigel Pearson beaten on his return. Leicester 1, Bristol City 0.